It's official, CES has already started. The hot new TVs we've been looking forward to hearing about are now officially being announced, and you might be surprised to learn that Sony, which is usually the last to make its announcements, is coming out early and big. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison. You heard that right. Sony is taking the wraps off its new TV lineup, and it's got some special stuff in store. We're going to talk about all of Sony's new TV lineup, of course, but we also need to talk about what's inside those TVs that make them special and exciting. So let's get to it. Before we do, though, I'm wondering how many new models you have been expecting for Sony to announce this year. No cheating, though. Drop me a comment down below right now, and while you're there, smash that like button and hit subscribe, because you are going to want to see all the new TV announcements coming out of CES, right along with all our CES 2021 coverage. Thanks. All right, let's go. I'm going to start at the top of the new lineup, but stick around because the last TV I want to talk about is probably the most exciting one, and you're going to want to know why. Okay, so Sony's top of the line TV for 2021 will be the Master Series Z9J. You can think of it as being like last year's Z8H, but on steroids. And those of you who remember the Z9G, well, its replacement is here, and it looks like there are some significant improvements. This 8K monster LED TV is going to do just about everything. It's got a full array LED panel, Sony's contrast boosting technology, X-wide angle for better off-axis performance, acoustic multi-audio with even more speakers and sonic improvements, and it runs Google TV, which will be replacing Android TV. Then there is the new three-way stand for versatile placement, and finally, full-spec HDMI 2.1, so VRR, 4K 120, auto low latency mode, and EARC are all covered. Oh, and you can get the Z9J Bravia HR in 75 and 85-inch sizes. It'll no doubt be bright and beautiful with incredible contrast, but the picture quality will get special improvements thanks to Sony's new processor, which is called Cognitive Processor XR. I'm going to dig into details around that in a minute, but that's Sony's new hot processor, and it's in all the TVs I'm about to tell you about. One step down will be the Bravia X95J, and this will be Sony's flagship 4K TV for the year, replacing the X90J. It's got just about every feature found in the Z9J, but it is 4K, and it won't get quite as intensely bright as the Z9J, although you can count on it getting plenty bright enough. Like I said, everything else is here, including the one slate design, three-way stand, HDMI 2.1, acoustic multi-audio, all the good stuff. Before I get to the TV I think most folks are going to be stoked about, let's talk about Sony's two new OLED TVs. Yes, two new OLEDs for the year, and I'm very excited. The model numbers are the Master Series A90J and the new A80J, replacing both the A9G and A8H from years past. The big news here is that Sony has developed new OLED technology that it calls XR OLED contrast, which will boost brightness in bright highlights and offer solid blacks in shadow areas. And of course, it offers everything Sony has to offer: HDMI 2.1, a two-way stand, Google TV, almost zero bezel, extremely thin profile. Trust me, it will do everything and do it beautifully. Here's the real kicker though. There is now going to be an 83-inch model to go with the 55 and 65-inch size. Yes, 83-inch OLED. Can you just imagine? Now, just a step below is the A80J. This OLED series will come in 55, 65, and 77-inch sizes, and it will share a lot of the same technology and features as the A90J, only this will have a three-way stand. It will get that same contrast boosting technology for brighter highlights, HDMI 2.1, again, almost the full package. In a lot of ways, this looks like the more compelling OLED option. Finally, we have the X90J, which replaces last year's wildly popular X900H. This is the TV I think tons of people are going to want to buy in 2021. It gets the same processor as all the other TVs I just talked about, which is a big step up for this model, and it will be available in screen sizes ranging from 55 inches all the way up to, wait for it, 100 inches. Yes, I'm serious. And again, the only real step down here is that it won't have quite the brightness of the step-up models, and it has a slightly more modest audio system, though it's still acoustic multi-audio, and you can bet it will be priced well below all the other TVs I've gone over so far. I seriously think this will be one of the most popular TVs of the year. So that's the TV rundown, but I need to address this Cognitive Processor XR. It's the replacement to the X1 Ultimate chip, and I have seen what it can do. I do believe it is going to be a game changer that really sets Sony apart this year. Honestly, I probably need to do a full explainer video, but the key takeaways are that Sony is incorporating how people see images with taking all of their different processing elements, having those cross-analyzed, then optimizing the picture. It sounds like a lot, and it is. It requires a lot of computing horsepower, but from what I have seen, it does some amazing things for picture quality. And I think the fact that it will be in all the TVs I just talked about is fantastic for Sony fans. I really think Sony is taking a big step up in 2021 and leaving a big imprint at CES 2021. Thanks as always for watching, everyone. What do you think about Sony's TV lineup this year? Did you get it right? How many new models there were? Leave me a comment down below. Like, subscribe, and here's 2 other videos that I think you'll like.